Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. I offer my respectful obeisances under His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at his lotus feet. Srila Prabhupada has very expertly translated many of the Vedic literatures into English for the enlightenment of mankind. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are many wonderful descriptions of the appearance of the Lord in his different incarnations. As Lord Krishna states in the Bhagavad Gita, "One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take birth again in this material world, but attains to my eternal abode." By becoming absorbed in these transcendental pastimes of the Lord, we can become purified and eligible to gain the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Today, we are going to take a glimpse into the events leading up to the appearance of Lord Nrsinghadeva, one of the principal incarnations of Lord Vishnu. Many, many thousands of years ago, the sages, known as the four Kumaras, were wandering about the universe when they came to Vaikuntha, the abode of Lord Vishnu. The two gatekeepers of the spiritual world, Jai and Vijay, wouldn't let the boys enter. They didn't realize the elevated position of the sages and thought them to be ordinary young boys. So the four Kumaras cursed Jai and Vijay to fall down into the deep dark well of the material world, where they would have to take birth 3 times in demonic families. Thus hurtling down through the layers of the material universe, Jai and Vijay took their first birth as the twin sons of Diti and Kashyapa Muni. They were called Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. The two brothers grew up to be great demons that created terrible disturbances throughout the 3 worlds. Once, Hiranyaksha was causing such havoc in the universe that he knocked the planet Earth out of orbit. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared in the gigantic form of a boar, retrieved the Earth and put it back in its original place. He then fought and killed the demon Hiranyaksha, thus bestowing his mercy upon him. When Hiranyakashipu heard about the death of his brother, he became extremely angry and vowed to get his revenge on Lord Vishnu.
O Danavas and Daityas, and all my assistants, listen to me carefully. I must avenge my brother. I want you to go to the Earth planet and disturb all the sacrifices meant for Vishnu. Kill all the Brahmanas, kill the cows. Wherever charity and the Vedas reside, destroy those places. No signs of Vishnu worship should be found anywhere. Go immediately and destroy this Vedic culture, which the Brahmins and Vishnu are so proud of. In the meantime, I shall go to perform austerities to gain even more power. Then I will be unmatched in my fame and glory. No one will be able to defeat me. With Vishnu and the Brahmanas dead, I shall rule the universe.
So, in the valley of Mandara Hill, Hiranyakashipu began to perform severe austerities by standing on the tips of his toes, keeping his arms stretched upwards. The demigods became very disturbed by the austerities of Hiranyakashipu.
Look at this, Hiranyakashipu! He is performing such severe austerities that fire is coming out of his head. The heat is affecting the mountains and islands. The stars are falling from the sky. All directions are ablaze and the entire universe is being disrupted.
Hiranyakashipu had been standing there for so long that his flesh had been eaten away by ants, and they had built an anthill all around him. Seeing the severe austerities of Hiranyakashipu, Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, flew down on his swan airplane to benedict him.
O son of Kashyapa Muni, you are now perfect in your performance of austerities. In spite of being eaten and bitten by all kinds of worms and insects, You are keeping your life air circulating within your bones. I am very astonished to see your endurance. Therefore, I will give you a benediction. Tell me what you want, and I shall fulfill your desire.
Thus saying, Lord Brahma threw sacred water over the emaciated body of Hiranyakashipu and restored it to its former youth and lustre.
My dear Lord Brahma, grant me this one boon, that I will never die.
Although I am the creator of this universe, I too have to meet death when my time for governing this universe is finished.
Then grant me this, that I will never be killed by any human, animal, or demigod.
Granted.
Then grant me this, that I will never die during the night or during the day.
Granted.
Then grant me this, that I will never be killed inside or outside of any place. Grant me no rival in this universe. Grant me power over all living entities. Grant me all fame and fortune. Grant me all mystic powers. Grant me all of this, Brahma.
Granted. You will have all your desires fulfilled.
Now I am immortal!
Thinking himself to be completely invincible now, Hiranyakashipu's reign of terror grew worse than ever, and he took over control of the entire universe. His aim was to destroy all evidence of Vedic culture and for himself to be the supreme. Even great demigods like Indra, the king of heaven, were powerless before him. While he was performing his austerities, the demigods kidnapped Hiranyakashipu's pregnant wife, Kayadu, fearing that the child within her womb would be an even greater demon than his father. But Narada Muni intervened and gave Kayadu protection. Thus the child within the womb received spiritual instructions from the great devotee of the Lord, Narada Muni. In due course of time, Kayadu and her son Prahlad were returned to the palace of Hiranyakashipu.
Come, my child, come to your father. You must feel proud to have a father like me, so powerful, feared and respected throughout the entire universe. And I want the best for you, my son. One day, you will inherit all my wealth, power, gold, sovereignty over the entire universe. So, I have arranged a suitable education for you. Sanda and Namaka will teach you all you need to know to become the greatest ruler.
Although the teachers of Prahlad tried their best to educate him in politics, economics, and other material activities, Prahlad was not very interested in their instructions and continued to be a pure devotee. When the teachers left the room, Prahlad taught his friends the glories of chanting and remembering the Lord.
My dear friends, do not waste your human form of life by simply playing around all day. We should engage in devotional service even when we are young, for this human form of life is very rare. Come on, let's chant and dance.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
After some time, the teachers brought Prahlad before his father.
Ah, Prahlad, my dear son, come to your father. You've been studying under Sanda and Namaka for some time now, and they are very expert teachers. Now, tell me, what is the best knowledge you have learned?
Hearing and chanting about Vishnu, serving his lotus feet, worshipping Vishnu, offering prayers to him, becoming his servant, becoming Vishnu's friend, and surrendering everything to him. These are the 9 processes of devotional service. One who follows any of these is said to have the best knowledge.
After Prahlad had spoken in this way, Hiranyakashipu, blinded by anger and hatred for the Supreme Lord, threw the boy off his lap onto the ground. Indignant and angry, his reddish eyes like molten copper, Hiranyakashipu commanded his servants,
Take this boy away from me. He has become my enemy and deserves to be killed.
So the demon Rakshasas took Prahlad away and began to torment and pierce his tender body with sharp spears. But Prahlad sat quietly chanting the holy names of the Lord and remained unharmed. They tried burning him in boiling oil, starving him, exposing him to severe wind and rain, putting him in the path of big elephants, setting poisonous snakes on him. They even tried throwing him off a huge cliff. But every time, Prahlad kept chanting the holy names of God and was saved by the Lord of his heart. When Hiranyakashipu found that he couldn't harm Prahlad in any way, he became bewildered. He tried again to teach Prahlad the ways of the demons, but Prahlad remained steadfast in his devotion to Lord Vishnu.
You are my son, Prahlad, but you are my enemy. Don't you know that when I'm angry, the whole universe shakes in fear of me? By whose power has a rascal like you become so impudent that you are fearless of me?
My dear father, my source of power is the same as yours, Lord Vishnu. You should also accept him as your master.
You dare minimize my power? Then you should prepare to meet your death. You always talk of this Vishnu being superior to me. Then tell me, where is this Vishnu? For I wish to see him.
He is everywhere, father.
Everywhere? Is he here? Is he here? Is he here?
Yes, father.
Is he in this pillar?
Yes, father.
Then I shall strike this pillar with my sword and kill him.
Out from the pillar burst Lord Nrsinghadeva, the half-man, half-lion incarnation of Lord Vishnu. With his angry eyes blazing like molten gold, he was anger personified. The Lord's mouth and mane were sprinkled with drops of blood, and his fierce eyes, full of anger, were impossible to look at. Licking the edge of his mouth with his tongue, the Supreme Personality of Godhead resembled a lion that had just killed an elephant. Taking up his club, Hiranyakashipu attacked Lord Nrsinghadeva, and a mighty fight took place. Lord Nrsinghadeva captured Hiranyakashipu like Garuda captures an enormous snake. The Lord placed the demon on his lap, and in the doorway of the assembly hall, he ripped open the belly of the demon with the nails of his hands, tore out his intestines, and wore them like a garland around his neck. The fearful demigods, headed by Lord Brahma, approached the Lord with heartfelt prayers.
My dear Lord, no one can estimate your power. You have protected us and killed this Hiranyakashipu, despite the benedictions I gave him. He was killed neither in the day or night, but at twilight, neither inside or outside, but in the doorway, neither by man or beast or demigod, but by half man, half lion. Neither in the sky, the sea, or the air, but on your lap. No weapons were used, only your transcendental nails. Thus you have kept all the boons intact and still defeated this demon. All glories to you.
But Nrsinghadeva could not be appeased until young Prahlad came forward. Despite the many difficulties Prahlad had experienced, his steadfast devotion was very pleasing to the Lord. He placed his lotus hand on the head of Prahlad and asked Prahlad what benediction he would like.
My dear Lord, my only prayer is that within the core of my heart there be no more material desires, so that I may be able to serve you eternally with pure love and devotion. And I wish, my Lord, that you be merciful to my father and excuse him for all his sinful activities.
Lord Nrsinghadeva was very pleased with the prayers of Prahlad and assured him that not only would his father be purified, but also his forefathers and the whole dynasty. Such is the potency of pure, unalloyed devotional service to the Lord. Nrsinghadeva Bhagavan ki Jai!
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादाक्लददायिने हिरण्यकशिपोर्वक्षशिलाटङ्क नखालये इतो नृसिंहः परतो नृसिंहो यतो यतो यामि ततो नृसिंहः बहिर्नृसिंहो हृदये नृसिंहः नृसिंहम् आदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये।